Hello, hello. Welcome to the Happy Hippie Intuitive. This is Nina and I'm here to do your September pick a card reading. I hope you are doing well. Remember that these readings are general, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you're interested in going deeper in your awakening process, find my other channel linked in the description below. Without further ado, let's get into the reading for September. So you have 3 piles to choose from and 3 objects to choose from. Let's go through it. So on number 1 today, we have a selenite half moon. On number 2, we have a rhomb porphyra. In Norwegian, we call it rombe porfyr. And this is actually a quite rare rock formation, but it's found right outside where I live because I live where this rock is kind of normal, but it's not so normal in the rest of the world. So that's kind of special. Now on number 3, we have a glass crystal today with a lot of facets on it. So that's kind of the crystals you have to choose from. There might be something in the numbers on the timestamps below that I also put down in the description. If you're having problem deciding if you want 1, 2, or 3, then you can maybe find something in the numbers in the timestamps below. So pause the video now if you need more time. Ask your angels and guides to help you pick either number 1, 2, or 3. And I will be back in a moment and I'll start with number 1. Removing number 3 and number 2. Okay, number 1. So this is your reading if you picked this beautiful selenite half moon crystal. So I will put that up here so it will be part of your reading. So we'll go through these cards and then I have some additional cards that I want to use. I have some tarot cards here and I also have some mini cards here. So, but first let us look at the cards you already got. So your first card is healing energy. That is a beautiful start. And you also have closure. Okay, I might need to move that over here a little bit. There. And you also have a Wizard of the Woods, focus. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so my feeling is that Spirit is wanting you to really put your focus on your own healing now. Your healing process. So there might be something within your life that you need to put in the past. Something in your life needs closure. Something, you need to close the door to the past, to a situation, to something that is not part of your healing process. Maybe it's something that's blocking your healing process that you need to say no to or close out of your life in order for you to step into the healing energy. And I really want you to focus on that now. Okay. Now, Wizard of the Woods. So there might be something also in trees that you might benefit you in your healing process. Walking in the woods, being, you know, they call it, isn't it wood bathing or forest bathing, I guess they call it. Where you go walking in the forest and just sit and receive the energy of the forest. So that might be something for you as well. But nature in general, I feel there's lots of green here and there's also lots of green here. Now, these colors for me represent very much healing. It's the pink, it's the purple, it's the gentle kind of feminine or, yeah, motherly energies is what I feel with that. So I do feel like this reading is very much about your healing, okay? So let's look at these 2 tarot cards. Yes, wow, 5 of Swords. Okay, so that might have been a situation that has been really hurtful for you, that you have been going through. So, yeah, I see that. And then you have the Fool. So the Fool can, of course, mean, as it says, the Fool, that you trusted someone you shouldn't have. But the Fool very often is also the beginning of something new, where you're closing off, as they say here, they're closing off that old chapter, and you're choosing to step into a new path, a new beginning, kind of, okay? So let us also, yeah, I think I want to use some tarot cards here. Just going to shuffle a little bit and pull some more tarot for you. And then we will use the mini cards in the end. So yeah, I see that there might have been a quarrel. There might have been some you know, something has happened with somebody else that has ended up, either you are ended up hurt or the other person ended up hurt. Yeah, judgment popped out. So it might have been also that you've been judged in a situation where you feel misjudged or misunderstood, or, you know, yeah. But it needs to go, though. It's time to let it go. Whatever situation that was for you, it's time to feel it through, yes, but put it behind you now. They're inviting you to step into something brand new here, and that's in there lies the healing. Okay, so you also got the Four of Pentacles. You might be holding on to this, though. It might be difficult for you to let it go. Maybe it was just another card that popped on over. Oh, yes. You feel betrayed. That's what it is. Yeah, underneath, yeah, Nine of Cups. They're asking you to focus on your own happiness now. You know, it's, but with these cards, I see that you feel betrayed. You feel like somebody took something from you. This is the card where somebody steals something from you, right? It can also be the card where you gather up whatever you can, the pieces you can, and run away. You know, that where you say, I can't deal with this anymore. I'm just salvating, salvating? I don't remember. Sorry, I'm not English, people. You're kind of rescuing what you can and moving yourself away from the situation. So that might be this card as well. So, I mean, take it as it resonates. And if you don't feel like you've been judged, this judgment card can also be, you know, this is Archangel Gabriel coming down to humanity with a message. So it can also be that this is a message from Spirit, or there is a message for you from Spirit that you are in need of hearing. But whatever the situation was for you, they are asking you to focus on closing it. Focus on healing the last part of that. Focus on letting that go so that you can welcome this new and focus on your own happiness from now on out, because this situation was not good for you. So Advocate popped out. Okay. Advocate. And Boundaries and Emotion. Okay. Those flew out. Okay, let's see underneath here as well. Manifest. Okay. Okay, you know, I have to say, because Advocate, the Norwegian, if you read this in Norwegian, it's actually a lawyer, okay? So since I was guided to say that, I feel like for some of you, you might actually need a lawyer to get out of this situation. You might actually need some legal help to close out this situation, especially if you feel like somebody stole something from you. It can be in heritage, or it can be a work situation with a bad ending of a work relationship. You know, it can be many things that for some of you, you might actually need to contact a lawyer. I just have to say that. But Advocate can also be that you are the advocate of something, that you are standing up for somebody else, or for yourself, or for a project, or for something that you really you're really passionate about. Okay, so you're kind of stepping into being the advocate for that. Setting the boundaries. I mean, not surprised that card came out at all. You really need to set the boundaries with whatever the situation was before, whatever made you feel betrayed or hurt, or, you know, in this situation in the first place. And the Emotion card pops up when, of course, it's been emotional for you, but also when they're actually inviting you to feel through whatever this is for you, because in there lies the healing, right? Because since this card popped up, there might be something that you're holding on to. It might be old emotions, or it might be that you're holding on to the situation because it's difficult to let it go. And that's when feeling it through is the only way you can heal from that and move forward from that, okay? And Manifest, I mean, that comes up because, yeah, I mean, you manifest what you focus on. That's the thing, you see. And if you stay in the feeling of why did he do that to me? Why did he say that to me? I can never forgive this person for doing this to me. I hate that person. You know, if you stay in that energy, the healing process cannot begin. You have to feel it through. You have to allow it to leave your body and leave your system, because whatever it is that you're focusing on is what you're manifesting more of. So that's why you have to feel it through in order to heal, so that you can allow this new energy to come in, which is the Fool energy, which is the Nine of Cups. And I see the King of Swords here as well, which is victory, you know, feeling like I see things clearly now. So this is kind of what's coming, but you need to do some work to get there. Okay, that's kind of what I'm feeling with this number one. So September is going to be a month of healing for you. It's going to be a month where you finally get closure, where you finally say, you know what, I'm done with this now. I'm not going to go down that road anymore. This is my main focus for the month. I am going to heal. I'm setting my boundaries. I'm setting aside the time and space to feel it through, because now I'm going to aim for my own happiness and abundance, and for starting up something new in my life. I see things clearly now. I see the Ace of Wands is underneath there as well. There's all sorts of good stuff coming here. But you need to focus on this work right now, number one. This is your main focus for September. Okay? It looks very prosperous, you know, moving forward here. Very beautiful moving forward here. But I do see that the situation has been rough for you. So you have my love. You have my support. And ask the angels to come close and help you if you need them to help you, you know, feel all of this through. Ask for a therapist's help if that's needed, you know, a lawyer's help if you need that. And really put focus on this now, so you can get that closure once and for all. Okay? Wishing you a beautiful day wherever you are in the world. Thank you for being part of this reading today. Till the next time I see you. Bye. Okay, number 2. So if you pick this Rumpuffer, then this is your reading. Eller Rumpuffer, as we say in Norwegian. So I will put that over here, so it will be part of your reading. And we'll look at your cards here that you picked. And also we have some additional cards in the end. But let us see what your main energy is for this month. Angelic protection. Wow, beautiful. Willpower. Aha, stepping into your power here. Aha, thicket of thorns, uncertainty. Okay. Okay, so I feel what they're trying to say here is there's something about stepping into something uncertain, something that's unknown, stepping into something new that you might be afraid of. There might be something that has been presented to you where you are not certain, should I, shouldn't I, you know, like that. They're saying here with angelic protection that they're with you and they're protecting you, so you don't have to be afraid. So that's kind of the first and main message here. The willpower card can be two things. It can be one, you have the willpower and you have the energy to go through with this. But the willpower card can also be where they feel like you're stubborn, that you are not willing to try this because you are kind of set in your ways, or you're not sure if you're going to be able to make it, you know, those kind of feelings as well. So you have to feel what resonates for you here. Let us look at these two tarot cards as well. Wow, the Star. That's beautiful. And the Tower. Okay, wow. Major energies here. So there might have been something that rocked your boat a little bit, and that kind of threw you out into this uncertainty feeling. It might be, you know, money. It might be if you lost a job. It might be if you lost a relationship. If you've been asked to move. You know, those kind of things, that major things in life, you know, maybe you lost someone in your life and you are not sure how this is going to go. You know, if that's your situation, then they're asking you to step into the power that they know is within you and trust that you are protected by the angels. Now, the Star is also the card where they say, we have heard your prayers and your prayers will be answered in due time. Okay, so it's a very positive card to get. So the Tower can, of course, also be where we are feeling like things are, you know, falling down around us and nothing is going anywhere. Because we have set our eyes on a certain goal, and that we are being stubborn about it. It's like, I want this to happen that way. It's kind of my way or the highway kind of thing. So if you feel like that's you, then I can tell you that this tower has happened so that to shake you up, to shake you out of that energy of stuckness, that energy of I want things to go a certain way. And they're asking you to step into something that might look uncertain, but they're saying that you will be protected all the way. So there's different ways of reading this. Okay, so you have a Hanged Man. So they're asking you also to have a new perspective on something here. And also you have the Seven of Wands. Beautiful. And underneath, Five of Cups. Yeah, this situation might have left you hurt, might have left you sad. It might, you know, it might have been a shock, so that you felt like, okay, is this never going to happen for me, or why is this happening to me? You know, that kind of energy. But what the Five of Cups is asking you to do is, yes, you cry over whatever you need to cry over. You let the feelings out. But remember, there's 2 full cups behind you. So there is a silver lining in whatever it is that's going on. And look, underneath there, you got the Ace of Wands. New inspiration, new power, new passion. You know, maybe new ideas coming your way. Okay? So I feel like the Tower has happened for a reason. Okay? It's either to shake you up, or it's to shift you into taking a direction that might be better for you. And maybe all of this Tower moment feels very sad and very rough right now. But feel through whatever that is. I mean, I'm not going to take that away from you. If it's something that really hurt, then by all means feel that through and honor your feelings. But they are reminding you that there is a silver lining and there are options for you. Like this Five of Cups says, there are options for you. You might not see them yet, but they are here. So with the Hanged Man, they're asking you to look upon this with a new perspective. Step into your power with the Seven of Wands. Keep on going. Keep on working is what they're saying here with the Eight of Pentacles. You know, you just keep on going. That's what he does. He just sits there and just makes one after the other. So it is a message of don't give up. It's a message of, can you look upon this situation with new eyes? Can you see that whatever happened was in the end, when you have gone through this, for the better? They are saying your angels are here and you're protected. They're saying that your answers will be heard. Your prayers will be heard in due time, but they might come to you in a different way than you expected. Hence the uncertainty here, because you might have been presented, as I said, with something that looks uncertain. But I feel like what they're saying is that if you gain that new perspective, you'll see that it isn't as uncertain as you thought. This is the way for you. That's the right way for you. So let us shuffle some mini cards here as well in the end for you, number 2, and we'll see what happens here. So I feel like the month of September, it's about stepping into your power, most certainly, but gaining a new perspective on something that has happened. I will turn these over soon. And trusting that the angels are here. All sorts of cards popping out for you, number 2. I'll take them all. I'll just double check to see if there was anything else I fell on the floor. Was there? No, actually not. Those were all. No, so I feel like they're trying to convince you to understand that whatever happened was kind of destined to happen. So if you can gain a new perspective on what happened, in that sense, and see that they're here to guide you and protect you, and you, as I said, your prayers will be heard in due time, but they might come to you in a totally different way than you expected. So there was 5 different cards that popped up for you. Let's look at them. Strength, yes. You have the Strength. Transcend. Okay, so this might also be a huge part of your spiritual journey here. Your spiritual awakening, your leap forward on your spiritual journey. And you also had Advocate, so there might be something that you are passionate about, that you want to stand up for. Determination, yes, beautiful. And Emotion, yeah. So Emotion is a card where we're invited to feel through whatever this was, you know, like this person is doing right here, allowing yourself the time and space to actually cry and to just let it out, whatever this is, you know, whatever this shock with this Tower was. But as I said, underneath you have the Ace of Wands here. So I feel like once you go through that, once you feel through that, once you set aside the time to go into meditation, there will be an epiphany, both in the Ace of Wands and in the Hanged Man. You know, you will see things from a different perspective. You will see that you have the strength and the power, you know, to go through whatever this is, to go down that uncertain path. And you will see that the angels are with you, and that you are moving forward, you are transcending, you are evolving, even if you might not feel that right now. So they're asking you to keep on going with determination, and the Eight of Pentacles here. Don't give up. You might be very close here. It might be that you need just one last push and feel through just one last time, and then there you are. And then the Star card, you know, will come. So it might be a month where you're going to feel tossed back and forth a little bit. It might be a month where your emotions are going to run high. It might be a month for you where you need to journal, you need to really put alone time on the agenda, meditation on the agenda, you know, and also connecting with your spirit team so that you can see things from a different perspective here. So this might be a very good month for you, number 2, to really get in contact with your spirit team and to stepping into more of your true power, which is your true self, right? Which is your higher self. In order for this new uncertain road that's not going to be uncertain in the near future, it's going to be certain as soon as you've seen this, and then kind of allowing in the gifts from the universe, because they are coming. I feel like that there's a huge reward for you at the end of all of this, is what I feel, number 2. Okay, so, but I see that it's going to be a little bit of work for you this month, but it's all going to be worth it. Is my point here. It's all going to be worth it. So if you can take out your calendar, put things kind of down, be a little bit rigid about your own alone time and when you do meditations and stuff. And if you haven't started journaling yet, please start journaling. It will really help you along the way. And ask spirit and angels to come close and give you messages and guide you through this, to help you, support you through whatever this is for you, okay? Because a tower moment is never fun when it happens, but there is a silver lining here, and you are maybe not seeing it right away, but you will. You will see that. And that's kind of the way through for you here, is what I feel. And they say that you have, willpower, strength, determination, and the 7 of Wands here. You have the strength within you to pull this through, is what they're saying as well. So don't underestimate your own power, is what I'm going to say here as well. Okay. So I feel that was it, number 2. I hope this made sense for you. I hope you liked the reading. Give it a thumbs up if you did. I'm wishing you a beautiful day wherever you are in the world. Till the next time I see you. Bye. Okay, number 3. So if you picked number 3 and you picked this beautiful glass crystal, then this is your reading with all these facets on it. It brings beautiful light in if you hang these in the window. I have one already in my window. Anyway, so let us put that over here so it will be part of your reading. And we will look at your oracle cards and some tarot cards here. And then I have some additional cards that we can use as well. So let us find out what is the main energy for you for September, number 3. Raise your vibration. Aha. And justice. Finding your balance also. And butterfly spirit. Transformation. Wow. Okay. So... wow, I feel like this is maybe a month with very spiritual expansion, spiritual ascension, awakening, finding your balance, finding your harmony. raising the vibrations. I mean, the new high potent light frequency energies that's coming in are very, very high vibrational. And so if you are setting aside the time to receive those, then you will feel a huge raise in your vibration nowadays. So that's definitely a message here. So transformation card coming up as well is that something huge is happening within you is what I feel, number 3. So for me, my feeling is that this is very much regarding your spiritual journey, but we will see also what the tarot cards have to say. Wow, Queen of Wands, sitting in your power. And also, she is very spiritual, the Queen of Wands. And you also have the Devil here. Wow, okay. So, the Devil is very often representative for our own ego. It's the ego energy in others or in you. It is the temptation energy. It's where your ego is saying, no, go down this road instead. No, focus on what you need to do and your agendas and what you need to buy at the store. You know, they're taking your mind away from the meditation, from the ascension, from the spiritual journey, because ego wants to bring you back into what it knows from before. And so you might have a very active ego right now. And ego is not egocentric. It is the critical mind, the mind that wants to control you. You know, the mind that says, I want you to stay here to what we know, to what we have been taught growing up, because that's what I know. And so that's why ego does it. It kind of tries to get you away from maybe your awakening process, your spiritual journey. So that might be what's happening for you, number 3. I'm going to pull some more tarot cards to clarify some more here. The Devil can, of course, be other people as well, saying, what is it that you're doing here? What is this spiritual mumbo jumbo? No, come over here and let's go out and party and have a drink instead. You know, it's those kind of people around you as well. It can be that they're trying to get you away from it because they don't understand it and they want you to be with them and stay in their energy, which is the ego energy. So that might be happening for you as well. So feel what resonates for you, number 3. There might be some temptations, you know, if you have been used to eating or drinking a certain way before and you now know that that's not good for me, but your ego keeps, yeah, it's okay, just one more drink or just one more bag of potato chips, you know, those kind of things. It can also be here, okay? So let us look at this. Yeah, your journey. You're journeying away from, you see in this card, there is kind of wavy water here. It's really rough water here. And over here, it's really still and nice. So they're moving away from the turmoil. They're moving away from chaos over to stillness, over to better shores, to safer shores. You know, that's kind of the energy of that card. So it's a part of your journey, kind of. Now, the Hermit, not surprised. They're really inviting you to go within, to find the wisdom within, you know, connecting with spirit, which is the representative of the Lantern in the Hermit card. Yeah. Yeah, finding your balance, as I said here with the Justice card as well. It's important for you to find that balance and harmony now. Justice again. Wow. Okay. For some of you, this might also be a legal situation, just to have that said. Might be the devil energy there, you know, bureaucracy, papers, lawyers, you know, those kind of energies as well, just to have that said. You might be in that kind of situation. You have my sympathy if you are. That's never easy. But yeah, it's something needs to be balanced out. You have justice, and the balance card here. So something needs to be balanced out, whether it be a situation with somebody else, whether it be your own health, whether it be your money, whether it be, you know, a situation with a relative, or, you know, something needs to be harmonized and balanced. But for many of you, I feel like this might be also the balance in between the 3D life and the 5D life, the balance in between listening to the ego and listening to the higher self. You know, it's almost like the angel on the shoulder and the devil on the shoulder, which is represented here. So are you living a little bit too much in the 3D world right now? Have you been allowing your ego a little bit too much to take control, to convince you to do things that might not be good for you, or to keep you away from your awakening process, from your journey, from your wisdom. Okay, so for many of you, I feel like this is very much about, as I said earlier, your spiritual journey, your transformation, your growth process. Stilling the ego more and stepping more into living from the higher self. Okay, I feel for many of you that's what this is about. But as I said, take what resonates here. We have some mini cards here as well that I want to pull for further information from Spirit. Oh, healing. Wow. Oh, so this might be a huge month for healing for you, number 3. Healing from maybe these old ways of doing things, this temptations that keeps popping up for you, or these people around you that keeps holding you back from your spiritual growth, or from you moving forward. So, wow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so let's see what else, Spirit, what do you have for us today? Guide my hand. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and I will pull. Let's pull some. Okay. Motivate. Okay. Okay, so for some of you, this might be your own motivation, that you kind of need maybe something to motivate you to actually take this step and to set aside the time and, those kind of things. But it can also be maybe you are being invited to motivate somebody else to follow you on this journey, instead of staying in this 3D world all the time, or in the ego energy all the time. Inviting somebody else to, instead of criticizing me and what I do, maybe you should look into what it is that I actually do. Maybe you should open up to learn something more about it. How about that? So it can be something like that as well. So take it as it resonates, people. Let's pull some more cards for you, number 3. Abundance. Yes. Beautiful. So abundance coming your way in September. And I feel like the abundance is more energy for you. I feel like the abundance is more the feeling of joy. Okay, so I feel like as soon as you kind of still the ego, or still these people that are holding you back, you're going to find so much more joy within you. You're going to kind of feel more light, is the feeling I'm getting. Of course, feeling more healed in your physical form and in your spiritual and emotional. And feeling more energetic, feeling like you have more energy and more time. It's like you're feeling like, wow, I feel like I have so much more time in my hands now that I'm not listening to this ego and to the shoulda, woulda, coulda kind of situations over here, right? I'm stepping into my wisdom instead. Belong. Okay. For some of you, it might be difficult to do this journey because you feel like I have belonged to these kind of people for so long. I've been part of their group, their friendship, this family that doesn't believe in anything I do, stuff like that. And so it's really hard to let that go, or let them go, or set my foot down, because I feel like I belong there. But what Spirit is telling you is that, yeah, maybe your human past self does that, but your human future self does not. And the true you, which is your higher self, definitely does not. So you belong to them. You belong to another kind of world. You belong to the light, right? You belong to your higher self, is the true you. So also maybe asking your questions, where do I belong? What do I feel around that question? When I ask you, where do you belong? Maybe you should journal about that and write that down to really see clearly what you're feeling, right, where you are right now, what are your feelings around that, okay? Now, last card, divinity. Ooh, so beautiful. Underneath, transformation again. Oh, you can't make this up. So, divinity. I mean, angels are with you, and it's divinely orchestrated, all of this, of course, number 3. You see that, right? I mean, this is part of your journey. They're asking you to step into your higher self, to your knowledge, to your wisdom, finding your balance, saying no to the ego more, going further down this road of transformation and healing, as they say here, and finding that balance that you need. So this is a huge month for you, number 3. I really feel that, and I feel like you can make a quantum leap on your spiritual journey this month. That's my feeling, honest feeling about this. There is such potential in this reading, and I'm feeling the joy, and I'm feeling the extra energy coming your way at the end of this month, after you've kind of gone through all of this. Journaling is a must for you if you don't do it already, or at least an advice from me. And also setting aside the time for meditation. Being outside in nature, feeling that connection with all that is, feeling that connection with you being one with the trees, you being one with the flowers, you being one with the animals, you know, those kind of energies. So as much as time as you can this month, can you set aside the time to really feel the connection with the oneness? That will really raise your vibration a lot, and really help you in this transformational journey that you are so clearly in right now, number 3. Okay? So I feel like that was it. I hope you appreciated this reading. I'm wishing you a beautiful month and a beautiful day wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for watching this video, and until the next time I see you. Bye.